Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, October 22nd, 2019. So, thank you guys. Thank you to all of my subscribers, all of my supporters. Thank you so much. If you haven't, guys, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, and it helps me continue to put out content, okay? Do check out the Saw When video. It's a bunch of simple tips and tricks, as well as a quick little history and just a simple Saw When video. So go check that out, guys, if you're wondering more about Saw When and things you can do that are simple, easy, and pretty straight to the point. So let's talk about today. Today we have the sun still in Libra, although it is the last few days. We have the moon in Leo. So that's a more upfront, empowered energy. We're getting a lot closer to Scorpio season as it does start tomorrow. On the 23rd. So I think that we're going to feel that energy shifting. I know that definitely came up in the weekend read and on Instagram. And over on Instagram, I actually did a pick a card for the end of October messages. So you guys can go check that out if you want. But let's get into this energy today. Nothing's popping out. We're using the Morgan Greer. Okay. All right. Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands. That's some straight to the cut energy. Okay. Okay, we're going to go with this and pull clarifiers as needed. But let's check this out here, guys. We get the Queen of Swords and Eight of Wands for the first out. Wow, okay. Like I said, it kind of feels like Libra season, it's rushing its way out here, but it's kind of kicking the door a little bit on the way out, which means I think we're going to get a lot of straightforward conversations, straight to the cut situations. You know, we're going to be able to see things in that very balanced Libra mindset and be able to, you know, make decisions, this, you know, get things done, because we're not really in that cloudy emotional state, you know, especially with the moon in Leo. It's very straightforward, very, again, like I'm going to say, straight to the cut. We get the Six of Wands after it. Sorry, not the Six of Wands. Why did I say that? Six of Cups after this, if I can pick it up. And then the Eight of Coins. For those of you who this is more about career, it feels like we might be hearing back from somebody we reached out to, hearing back about, you know, maybe if we put in for a raise or wanted to talk about something, wanted something in the past, something is coming back around here. And I say that because Judgment is also with the Six of Cups. So when I get both of those together in a reading, I know that this has something to do with somebody, a situation, a job, somebody we reached out to, especially if it's career. If we're looking for a job, we could be hearing back from people on that front today. And if this is love, we're going to pull some extra cards on it because it feels a little bit less straightforward if it's love. Not that it's bad, just some people might find that this is the opportune moment to communicate with somebody you've been thinking about and wanting to reconnect with, wanting to reconcile with romantically for some of you. You know, you want to come back into contact with them again, whether it be for, you know, serious relationship or whatever. You're still thinking about somebody. You have been, and today you might decide, all right, I'm just going to reach out and say this. I probably should have mentioned, so you guys don't think I got like bit by a zombie or something. I had a bug bite right before this video, and I just have no power when it comes to resisting the scratch. So it's a little bit red right now, but I'm not gonna turn into a zombie or something weird. Let's see. I feel like you guys are thinking a lot about, or you've thought a lot about whatever it is you have to say, or whatever the situation is that's coming back. We've really been manifesting, thinking on it, wanting it, and it's interesting that she pops up. I kind of want another card with her. Empress is all that wonderful Venusian energy. And Libra is ruled by Venus. So maybe as we move towards fixed water Scorpio, which is a lot more intense and not Venus ruled, I think there is this need to balance out love relationships, whether, you know, they be with a partner or somebody we've been thinking about, somebody maybe that isn't even that romantic, but that our heart has been calling to, wanting to bring back into our life. We are coming up to Mercury retrograde, and we're in that shadow period of Mercury in Scorpio right now. So I'm not surprised. We have this deep, there's a lot of deep longing for something to come back, to grow again, to come back so it can grow more. And that's been coming up in the dailies. I think you guys probably have noticed. And it's also been coming, it also came up in the weekend read. It's been a deep longing. And also, check out the pick a card reading over on Instagram. It feels, I don't know if it's, I think it might be Ammonite. This feels like it has to do with that energy, that storyline almost, which is weird to say. The World. Okay, yeah, for some of you, this is, I want that new start, and I'm tired of waiting. And you know what? Libra season has you wanting to resolve situations, resolve issues. The great apology, the great let's start again, which is what I feel right here. With that Knight of Cups, Ace of Rods energy. I mean, that is such a, like fiery, energetic, let's get to this. It's very Leo. So I feel like the Leo moon with this Libra sun today is just very, it's a great combination for the last really day of Libra season here, in terms of, wow, if there's something that you wanted to work out that you didn't work out this season, it's time to open your heart to that and give life to something. For some of you, it just feels like there's new life on the horizon. If you've wanted to build a family, for whoever, that's a really small, you know, specific message. But for some of you, you might be deciding to, you know, try again if you want to have children. I don't know. Or have another child. There is a longing for something that comes from really, really deep within, whether it's a relationship, a person, to work a certain career, to go down a certain career path. It's coming back around in a big way, and some decisions I think need to be made in terms of reaching out, going for it, putting effort in. Scorpio season does not pull punches. You'll hear me say that a bunch of times, I feel like, in this season, because it doesn't. It goes through the deep layers, it goes through each one, and it forces you to look at some uncomfortable things and release. It's burning away all that really needed to die. And it's not gonna let us go easy. You're not escaping this one. You're going to need some fighting spirit here, because it might be exhausting right now to even think about going for something, saying something, doing something. And I think a lot of you, whatever it is, whatever this whole thing is that's coming back up today, whatever this longing is for, you know that going for it might create some conflict. But it would be unwise to assume that it wouldn't, I think. For whatever this is, it's so deep, it's so profoundly real. When you get the Empress, you get Judgment and the World in a reading, and the Six of Cups. Sixes for me are so significant. This is big changes, chapters closing. For some of you, it might be ends of a relationship. Again, I think it's more of like reconciling, though, wanting to come back into something, and yet knowing that reaching out to it's going to create conflict. But for those of you who have just ended relationships, this is like your go ahead to fight for more self-love, fight for something and somebody that puts in the effort, puts in the work, and carries the big stick. All right, I'm sorry, but you know, every time you see that the Ace of Wands, I have a very, I think it's the Hermetic Tarot. It's just very phallic. The Ace of Wands is always very phallic. It's always about, it can bring up passion, and for some of you, maybe this past relationship that has, because again, the world is here and judgment is here. It's judgment time. Something has to change, and for some of you, it's closing out a relationship. For some of you, it's saying, I want a relationship. It's going to be different for all of you, because again, this is a general reading, but you're going to know what it is. You're going to know what it's high time to do. I think that you guys all know what this is. Let's pull one more, and then we're going to go on to the oracles. Wow. Come on, give me one. Ace of Coins. This is nice. This is good. You get two aces. The beginnings are here if you want them. The Ace of Pentacles is that solid beginning. It's even more solid than the Ace of Wands. It's passion, but it's also, I want something real. I want something I can trust. I want something I can put faith into. And maybe you had that before, and we've needed to work towards it. When you get two eights in a reading as well, I mean, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, there's effort, there's things going on, there's words to be said, there's generally work that needs to be put in to get you to where you're trying to go. The momentum is there, the energy is there, it's all there. It's just you fighting, it's you putting in that effort. A solid fight, a good round. Okay? Let's see. And for some of us, I think that if we've lost, again, like a breakup or losing a career battle or something, it's like some of you have had to go through a lot, and it's time to let go of what wasn't working and just try to open yourself up to something better. And there's so much better, and you're right there. Whenever the Eight of Pentacles shows up, Eight of Wands shows up, there's a lot of momentum to get you right to that Ten of Pentacles. All you got to do is make those last two pentacles. You already got 8. Let's get a Halloween oracle. Oof. Okay, death, the eternal cycle begins here. What a segue into Scorpio season, right? Do not be afraid if you pull the death card, as it simply means that something is falling away or will do so that you can begin again strongly afresh. There is great power in this clearing. If you pull this card at Halloween particularly, the message is stronger still, and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. Whew. All right. I don't really think we need to clarify that. It's pretty straightforward. Let's get a Dorian Virtue card, and we'll call it a day. We can call this one a day. It's a day. Come on. Let's get one. What's popping out here? Ooh, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Take that how you will. There are red flags that have been popping up all over this reading, and a need to fight for yourself, a need to fight for what is right and what makes sense and what is logical, what is clear, not just in a grounded sense, but in that Libran sense of justice. There's a certain justice and taking justice into your hands type of energy today, and making life the way it should be rather than ignoring all the red flags of what it shouldn't be. Whew, okay, all right, we're done. So guys, if you want to book a private reading, all my information is right below this video in the description box. Use the code WITCHTOBER if you want to get 20% off your Teespring order until the 31st of the month. Do check out the Saw When video, and do check out your monthly readings. I'm sorry that I didn't get all of the October ones up. The ones who did not get October readings will get special November readings. I'm working on it. I am sorry, guys. This is not the only thing that I do, so it gets crazy sometimes, all right? And thank you so much for bearing with me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Namaste.